Via Tafari, and we're doing a very random video. All right, we in Miami Beach. I'm driving, so I gotta be as safe as possible, right? But I'm gonna make this real quick. As you can see from the title of this video, the question being asked is why Fuse, right? Why Fuse Network? And we're gonna talk about why Fuse Network. A lot of people is gonna see this in the future. We're gonna see this now, and the whole purpose of doing this video, first and foremost, is to just pull out the camera and record. I was just at the Reinvent Yourself with Crypto.com event here in Miami. Special guests like Akon, Marlon, Wayne, a lot of people, Tiffany Haddish, Grant Cardone's wife, and this whole event was put together thanks to Bitcoin Rodney. Right, I learned a lot, I experienced a lot, and one of the things that really was driven home for me is these YouTubers came on stage and they were talking about, being on YouTube and just recording, not really trying to be perfect as far as how you deliver the information, but the first step really is just taking up the camera, hitting record, and just talking, right? So that's exactly what inspired this video. So now that's out the way, 2 minutes into the video, we'll dive into it while I'm driving, right? So why Fuse Network? All right, the main reason why Fuse Network is a very solid platform for me and my team moving forward. First and foremost, one of the main things that they built into the infrastructure of Fuse Network and the blockchain that's known as Fuse Chain, right? It's the fact that they considered what's to happen in the future, all right? And when we're talking about what's to happen in the future, we're talking about what will the fees look like when there's mass adoption, all right? What will the fees look like when there's mass adoption? This is a recorded YouTube video. So that means you can rewind, press play, and take notes. And that's what you should do when doing due diligence in other cryptocurrencies that you invest in. A lot of people look at cryptocurrencies as something that's highly volatile, right? However, being highly volatile, you still have to know and do due diligence and why certain cryptocurrencies will have an always upward trajectory, right? Fuse Network highly considered the future in terms of what the fees would look like and how will the blockchain operate if there's a lot of movement on the network. That's something that needs to be considered, right? Because if a blockchain is created and there's a lot of activity going on, can that blockchain sustain set activity, right? But not only can they sustain that activity, but how will the fees look, right? We know within Ethereum's main network that they incurred heavy fees due to mass adoption, due to the DeFi space getting crowded, and due to NFTs exploding the way they have. And with the surge and increase of Ethereum moving up to upwards of $4,000 to $5,000 right now, that's where it's hovering. The fees for transactions have grown considerably in comparison to when the price was lower and when the activity was lower. Now, going back to Fuse Network, which has cross-chain compatibility with Ethereum and Binance Chain and other cryptocurrencies in the future, we're looking at a blockchain that has capped their fees for transactions to no more than a penny. Right now, it's way under a penny to make any transaction on the Fuse chain, on Fuse Network, okay? So why Fuse Network? They're trying to compete with Visa in terms of transactions in the future, right? So they're considering, how can we build an infrastructure that can sustain hundreds of millions of transactions at a time, quickly and cheaply, right? And that's highly important for mass adoption, right? On a public ledger. So that is why, for me, one of the main reasons why I'm heavily invested with Fuse Network. You're gonna hear a lot more about it moving forward. You're gonna hear a lot about the NFT market on Fuse, and you're gonna hear a lot of different projects on Fuse that's gonna be not only growing the price of Fuse, because we could get into the price evaluation currently. None of this is financial advice either. I want to make sure that disclaimer is out there. But I need you to all understand, months ago, I've been dealing with Fuse for, for probably about a year now. And for the majority of the year, Fuse has been around 10 cents, right? It shot up to 80 cents about a week ago. And now it's hovering and tapering off at around 40 cents. It's leveling itself out around 40 cents, all right? Fuse Network is a very unknown cryptocurrency right now at the time of me doing this video. So in the future, you may be blessed to be watching this video. Take note of the timestamp of me when I've uploaded this video and the time that you're now watching this, because this is something a year from now this video will still exist after many other projects have been deployed on the network, right? But don't let this video only be about Fuse Network. Let this video be a lesson as to why you need to look at some of these factors when dealing with blockchain technology, right? Because there's a lot of things in blockchain technology that has not surfaced yet that shall in the very near future, when new young minds innovate ideas onto this world, right? Onto this entire industry. All right? And that massive wealth transfer is still going to happen. All right? So people are looking at all different type of cryptocurrencies, from meme coins to DeFi coins to deflationary coins to stable coins, which is another topic for another video. But I want y'all all to understand, you have Polygon, right? Matic, right? You have Phantom, another cryptocurrency we'll be working very close with. You have quite a few. There's many cryptocurrencies out there. But for me, the question of this video was why Fuse? And it's because we built this platform so that way we could sustain mass adoption, right? Commercial adoption. So, and at a cheap price, right? Cheap fees, right? And this may not make sense now, but do your due diligence on the topic that I'm speaking on, right? Blockchain and how the hashes work, how the computing actually happens, and how these transactions are linked or chained together to create what we know as blocks in blockchain, right? I want y'all to really, if you're watching this and you're still here with me on this video, we're 9 minutes in. If you're watching this towards the end, do that. Do your own due diligence. Don't do what I'm telling you to do. I'm not telling you guys to buy Fuse. I'm not telling you to buy any cryptocurrency. I'm answering the question as to why Fuse Network. So that way, not just for you, but for myself, I could look back on this video as well and see exactly what I was saying, right? Because I already envisioned cities being ran off of blockchain technology and what that will do to the price and to the individuals that are regular, just like me, who are holding on to this cryptocurrency, what that will do for them in the future world we live in. So why Fuse? Very cheap fees, right? And can handle a lot of load as far as transactions and getting them confirmed quickly and at a very cheap price for decades to come, right? It's very important. But not only that, there's so much innovation happening behind the scenes. There's a big reward and upside to Fuse Network in terms of where the price is right now. And again, this is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and buy Fuse, all right? Because there are risks and there are unseen events that could always change anything, right? So please keep in mind that even though I'm telling you that Fuse Network is innovating under the radar and is one of those cryptocurrencies you want to keep a close eye on, because if you get involved in it now, from the time that I'm doing this video at around 40 cents, all right, we're nowhere near the top 100. So we'll do another video to do some comparisons to show you live how Fuse would look if they had the market caps of some of the top 50 cryptocurrencies in the market on CoinMarketCap. All right, compared to where we are now. And there's some amazing people doing some amazing things on Fuse Network. So with that being said, peace and blessings. Hopefully I answered the question as to why Fuse Network, not just for me but for others, right? And why even for you, you should do your own due diligence and take in consideration into diversifying your portfolio, possibly with Fuse. Again, not financial advice, right? But this is my recommendation as to what I'm invested in, right? So if you get in and something happens and you lose, guess what? I lost too. But I believe, not heartfully, but I have faith that Fuse will create a fusion between the people and help third world countries no longer be that and grow. And not just third world countries, but regular individuals like you and I, right? Like I and I, we can bridge the gap and seal it up for our families and for generations to come. All right, so peace and blessings. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Shalom.